Good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday. It's the 11th of June. We're about to be celebrating a full moon. That starts tonight. I'm so excited. If you can come to my little strawberry celebration, please. It's gonna be like really laid back. Just gonna do a little talking in the beginning. We're gonna eat some strawberries. Yeah, good stuff. So last night I was just like running through my head about the full moon tonight and you know what I wanted to do, some things I wanted to highlight and talk about. So I like went down the rabbit hole last night and I was just talking about things to celebrate in life. And sometimes life's a little crazy, and in like certain moments you might not feel like you have something to latch onto to celebrate. And I just want you, if that like feels like you right now, celebrate yourself. Celebrate yourself, please, when I say this. And you're gonna go down the rabbit hole and come up with every excuse why you can't celebrate yourself, what's wrong with you, like the list goes on and on and on. Eliminate that. Eliminate that. That's not yours to carry. Eliminate that. Just for right now, in this moment, eliminate those things and celebrate your life, how far you've come as a person. No, you might not have made the greatest choices, or things aren't where you want them to be in life right now. Like I said, things might feel a little, but I need you to stop and celebrate yourself. Give yourself credit, okay? This is seriously one of the things that we do not do. I think this is true for men and women, but especially women. I'm only speaking for myself right now, but you can sit there and pick yourself apart and say, I could have done this, I could have done that. That's not helpful. It's not helpful. Let go of that. Celebrate yourself here in the now, in this moment. Take a deep breath in. Feel your heartbeat. And know that it's not a coincidence that you're here. You were picked to be in your human body and exist right now. Please celebrate that. There's a breeze and I can hear the birds. It's funny, before I started this video, it was the breeze wasn't as intense. It's a little warm out here on my porch.
I hear you. Hi, baby.
So, also, when I was going down the rabbit hole of all the things I'm grateful for, I kind of had like this realization. We, as humans, this isn't going to surprise you, me saying this, but me very much in the place where I'm at now and having that mind and body connection really sinking into your body. I'm not even close, like not even close, just to be real and realistic. Like this isn't like, there's not a finish line. It's a forever thing, and I've like just started it. But when you start it and like it clicks, you're like, okay. The fact that we as humans, like, I'm not gonna say everybody, but one of the things that we aren't taught, or are taught, I don't even know, is how to deal with discomfort. To actually deal with discomfort and realize, like, that is just part of being human. And I say this all the time, but it's one thing to say that, and it's another thing to actually like live it and know it. And what I mean by this is, I'm celebrating my son. He has made the decision, he's 18, almost 19, to move out and to do all these things on his own. And as a mother, it's that paradox, like, oh my god, I'm so freaking proud, like, literally this is what I've set you up for your whole entire life. But also, part of my issue is a control thing. So like growing up, I felt like I needed to not do things for my kids in that sense, but be there for them for everything. Like I did it all, and I was there. And I realized, like, part of that was a control thing for me, because I, as a child, it felt so out of control, because I didn't always have my mom there. And even though my dad and my grandma was there, not having your mom in that sense, like, just how we're wired, like, maternally with your children, it like does something to you. So when I had kids, it was very much, I'm never going to miss anything. Like, I'm going to do everything. And so, that being said, was thinking about how my neighbors, how do I say this? I realized that, like, the worry and like that whole lack of control thing, as parents, we know what we lived, like, we know the experiences that we had, and so we very much try to shelter our children from experiencing those things, dealing with those hard feelings. You know, those things, just being human, as I talked about earlier. So it was like, who's gonna do these things for him that, like, I would do for him as a mom for like that age? And now we're hitting this next phase of life, and it's like, man, I just realized how we try to like eliminate those things from our kids and have it be easier for them, because this was the kicker for me. Because we, as parents, as humans, we struggle with that. My generation, the generations before, we don't like to be uncomfortable. We don't like to deal with those things head on, the hard stuff. We don't like to do that. We'll do everything to avoid those things. And I realized that I was actually like, it's a disservice to our children. So the conclusion that I came to is how much right now humans run and avoid actually feeling, which is why there's so many sickness and just body disease, and because when we feel those certain things, we just stuff them back down and just ignore it and keep going. We don't just actually sit in it. And so for me, having that thought of, I can't rescue people from their feelings, and I can't rescue myself from those feelings. I have to sit in it, and I have been doing that lately. It's moved me so much, so much. So my message to you is, if it hurts, that is the wisdom that you need to sink into. And it's not questioning why is this happening? It's happening because you were gifted this human form from your maker, and those hurts, those discomforts, they're meant to change you, not to keep you there in the same place and asking why is this happening and not changing things. It's meant to move you. And so like I said, I just had that realization that me, and I'm speaking for myself, but I do feel like this is it's a lot of people, it's most people. We don't deal with discomfort very well, and we try to shelter, especially moms, try to shelter our children from those things the most that we can. And then they get to be adults. We're adults, and think about how you feel as a human, your big emotions, the big heavy shit that you deal with on a daily basis. Your children are dealing with those same things, okay? If you're running from them and you're not doing anything about it, that is the same cycle that your children are going to follow. Same cycle your children are going to follow. Ask me how I know. I'm in this space in my life right now. My kids are older. They are able to communicate things, and instead of being defensive or trying to make excuses, sit with it. Listen. Don't get defensive. Listen. You would want that for yourself from someone. Give that to your children. Give that to other people. Listen. Sit with them in the hurt. The hurt that I've experienced the last few weeks, and it wasn't a negative. In the moment, it feels like that. It does. It feels like that. It's heavy, it's hard, feels like the end of the world, but you know that it's not. you know that it's just a very small piece of what's happening in your life. And eventually you'll have time to reflect on that and move on. And that's where I'm at right now. And even though it was hard, man, it has created new pathways for my family, for myself, for hard conversations, really hard conversations. So yeah, this whole point was like to really lean into the things of your life and sit with those things, and then make adjustments from that, learn from it, make changes. It's going to be hard. You might have like really big decisions to make in your life. It might be something on a smaller level. But whatever that gut instinct is telling you, what you're leaning into, please follow that. Not what you think should be happening based off of the shit that you were taught, because I don't know if you've looked around. Old ways aren't working anymore. We have to create something new. And I very much feel like that right now. I mean, I know that. The relationships and conversations I'm having with my children and my husband right now, that would have never have happened with my parents, with their parents. Like the level of consciousness and not just moving through the world on autopilot, doing what you're told, this is what you're supposed to do, da 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 da. Out, out, out. We're ready for the new. Well, thank you if you took the time to listen to that. And don't forget, celebrate yourself today. If you have a chance, go outside tonight, look up at the moon, put your hand on your heart, take some deep breaths in, and know that you're meant to be here. Yes, I love you all. Have a wonderful, wonderful Tuesday. If anything I said resonates, or you just want to talk, you can send me a private message, or you can write it in the comments. But yeah, love yourself today and sink into the hurt and the hard stuff, the discomfort. It's moving you in the direction you're supposed to go. As much as you probably want to resist that, it should feel awkward and weird and just totally different, because it is. You've always operated one way and now you're going to operate another way. It should be different. It should be weird. So embrace it. Embrace it. Yes, yes, yes. All right, you guys, I'm signing off.